Hi everyone, I'm Gloria Gavin, and we are in the retail and e-commerce track. The next session is 3D scanning to bringing 3D scanning to mobile e-commerce. Sorry about that. And our speaker today is Cole Wiley, CEO and founder of Scandy. Before we get started, just a couple quick housekeeping notes. We'll have a time for a quick Q&A just following the presentation. So please feel free to your questions as we can. And we'd like to remind you that the Augie Awards will be streaming in the main live stream on the 29th at 11:50 a.m. Finally, we'd also like to thank our sponsors, Titanium sponsors, HP, Microsoft, Qualcomm, and Unity, and our gold sponsor, Plug XR. And now over to Cole.
Hey everyone, I'm Cole Wiley, co-founder and CEO at Scandy. Scandy is bringing XR to e-commerce in an affordable, no-code solution. Let's talk about e-commerce. So, as everyone knows, e-commerce has grown massively over the past decade, and especially in the past 8 weeks. So, seeing an industry grow like this, where everyone can get involved online, has been great. But there's still a lot of barrier to entries for small and medium-sized businesses. Say you're a glasses company, a new shoe brand, a clothier, a podiatrist, getting your customers accurate measurements is vital to your product fitting them. And getting that without being in contact with them has always been a challenge on e-commerce, and now it's more important than ever. Affordability of new technologies is always a challenge for small and medium-sized businesses. If you're a mom and pop shop trying to sell your goods online, it's really hard to compete with Amazon when it comes to a technology play. Well, in the 90s and aughts, the new technology was the web. It was really expensive and hard to get a website online in the 90s. You had to have a very specialized developer build you a website, and especially in the early days, you had to figure out your own hosting scheme. Well, eventually technologies like GoDaddy became really popular and made it easy for you to register a domain name and secure hosting easily. Technologies like WordPress made it easier for more people to become website designers and developers, so the pool of available talent to make your website grew massively. And eventually, we saw the rise of things like Wix and Squarespace that make it easy for anyone to create a website with no coding experience required. So thanks to these no-code website builder solutions, it's easier than ever for your business to be online and attracting new customers. And thanks to new tools like Shopify, it's really easy to have an e-commerce solution too. So, your business is online, the customers can find you, and you can sell them goods directly. This is great. This is why e-commerce has become so popular over the last 10 years, because it's really easy to do now. It's not a technology, it's a solution. But let's face it, e-commerce is still scary. It's scary for both the customer and it's scary for the business. Why is it scary? Fit. You don't know if the thing is going to fit. Fit includes your body. You're buying a new shirt and you need it to fit you. You're buying a new pair of pants. Yeah, I'd like those to fit too, please. Shoes absolutely need to fit me. But it goes past the body too. I'm buying a new couch and I've got a really specifically shaped living room. I'm not going to spend $2,000 on a couch if I don't know it's going to fit into my living room perfectly. All right, great. I trust the measurements of the couch on the website. It's going to fit into my apartment. I'm fairly confident about that. But I live in an apartment building. I don't know if I can get that couch through my hallway. I don't know if I can make the turn on my stairways because I don't have an elevator. I don't know if it can fit into the elevator because the door doesn't open all the way. There's all of these questions you have to deal with whenever you're trying to purchase something coming into your home that you need to be able to answer before making a confident purchase that it's going to fit. Either fit you or fit into your home. Great, the customer thinks it's going to fit. They purchase the item. This is where we want to be. They've made the purchase, but it gets to their house and it doesn't fit. Whether it's the new shirt, the chair, whatever it is, if it doesn't fit, you have to deal with the return. And if you're trying to provide the Amazon model of free shipping and free returns, now FedEx or UPS is making the money instead of you. All right, so the good news. 3D scanning removes uncertainty. We can take millimeter accurate 3D scans of faces, hands, feet right now. We can take centimeter accurate scans of couches, chairs, dogs, whatever you want. 3D scanning removes uncertainty. Instead of having to ask the question, what are the width by height by depth of the object, you can actually place the real object in the room with you. You can take a scan of yourself and provide it to the company so that they can get the measurements that they exactly need based on how their product fits other customers. Scandy Pro is designed to scan anything that can fit in front of the true depth sensor. It's not customized to faces or rooms or any kind of specialty thing. So here's one of our employees, Kristen, scanning her face so that she can get a pair of glasses that are fit perfectly for her. So she's going to drop the scan into AR using Scandy Pro and then measure the distance between her eyes, known as the interpupillary distance. This allows the glasses to be perfectly fit for her eyes, not just any eyes. This makes a huge difference whenever it comes to vision. On VR headsets, that little knob that turns back and forth and adjusts the lenses, that's adjusting the interpupillary distance as well. It makes a huge difference for making the optical clarity perfect for your eyes. So, Scandy Pro, easy, no problem, glasses that fit your face perfectly. Scandy's 3D scanning isn't based on just faces though. We can easily scan anything that fits in front of the sensor. So in my case, I'm scanning my hand. I spent the last 2 years in Chicago, so I really appreciate a good pair of well-fitted gloves. So here I am scanning my hand, nice and easy. Then I'm going to take that scan and drop it into AR. I will then be able to measure both the length and the width of my hand. And trust me, this is a lot easier than finding a tape measure or a ruler in your house. It's 2020 after all. We have an iPhone, not a ruler. But just to show you, here's the millimeter accurate 3D scan of my hand. And of course we can scan feet just as well as we can scan hands. Here I am scanning my foot so I can check my shoe size before I order something online. Unfortunately, the online vendor didn't accept scans of feet for sizing, but I was able to take the scan easily with my iPhone all the same. So you can easily do this by yourself. You just load Scandy Pro, rotate the phone around your foot, and then let our meshing algorithm take care of it from there. Afterwards, I drop it into AR and double check the measurement just to make sure. So from toe to heel, going to double check to make sure that it's the same measurement that I got with my stainless steel ruler. And wouldn't you know, it's spot on. Well, how about something bigger? Here's one of our employees doing a scan of their entire upper body. Imagine how useful this would be for anyone trying to buy clothes online. This person was doing it to do a fitness check-in. You can see that they're in their workout clothes. They wanted to measure their waistline and see if they were putting on any extra pounds during their quarantine days. But you can see that entire body is in AR, and if I sent this to the business and it was a tailor, they'd be able to extract whatever measurement they needed to. Easy. 3D scanning removes uncertainty. For the company, the customer takes the measurement at the time of purchase, and they know that the measurement's going to be right, which means that the product that they're shipping to the customer is far less likely to be returned because it didn't fit. And for the customer, they're way more likely to make the purchase because they have the confidence that the thing that they're buying is going to fit them right. There's a new data game coming. So if you're a company that can take advantage of 3D scanning near term, that means that you can start designing sizes for your customer. Small, medium, and large, they don't really mean anything. It's all up to the company making the garment to understand what those sizes mean. And I guess that's fine, but if you're a company that knows what size person is purchasing your product, you can start designing the small, medium, and large to fit those bell curves perfectly. Great, so the Scandy technology stack solves these problems right now. This isn't a concept demo. This wasn't something that we think we can ship by the end of Q1 2021. This is in the market right now. It's in the App Store. You can go download Scandy Pro and do all of the things that I just showed you. So the problem is affordability and accessibility. Just like websites used to have to be crafted by these wizards that worked in caves and made HTML come out, and then all of a sudden your business had an online presence. Well, we're in a similar problem spot right now. Businesses could license our SDK right now, and plenty do. We have people that are building custom applications on top of our SDK, but for many businesses, that's a much scarier prospect than the one that they know of returns. Returns is a huge problem for them, but this big uncertainty of hiring a development team to build a custom application that has to be tested, deployed, and then maintained is a lot of times way more scary than the return problem that they're already dealing with. This is not a hypothetical problem for Scandy. We have tons of customers coming to us asking for the same basic flow. And why aren't they placing the order with Scandy? Why aren't they building the custom app? Well, they all tell us custom apps are too expensive. So we thought our technology solved our customers' problems. And the technology does. But we have a new problem. We're not selling the solution. We were selling the technology. Most of our potential customers have the same basic flow. Sign in, take a scan, upload the data, make a purchase. And they had the same basic problem. They don't have budget for a custom application. So we kept telling ourselves, solution, not a technology. Solution, not a technology. My co-founder Charles calls me one day. He's like, Cole, we have to figure out how to turn this into a no-code solution. I was like, well, yeah, of course we do. That's absolutely what we should be doing. So we're happy to announce that we have a new solution, Formed by Scandy. Formed is a no-code solution in the simplest way possible. With Formed, you can upload your branding. That includes your logo, your company colors, some instructional and copy text. You then select what type of application you're going to be making with Formed. Are you selling glasses? Okay, so you need to scan faces. Are you selling gloves? Okay, then you need to scan hands. Selling shoes? Well, that means feet. We've got some pre-made videos that are going to help your user get a scan done well that we've vetted ourselves. If you want to upload your own custom video to help users scan because your process is a little bit different, great. We have a way for you to do that and incorporate it into the app. Once you've reviewed the demo version of your Formed app, you can pay the complete balance, and then in 7 days, you're going to have an app in the App Store that allows your customers to sign in, take a scan of the body part that you need for your business, upload that data to cloud storage, and then place an order through your system. Formed is a solution, not a technology. That means we also offer a managed version of the app. Managed means that we distribute it using Scandy's Apple developer account, so you don't have to worry about signing up for your own. We provide secure cloud storage, so your users' files are always safe in the cloud that you have access to. A database, you can keep track of what users are doing what, and analytics, so you can see which features the users are using most. Also, super critically, we provide regular app updates so that your app is always compatible with the latest version of iOS, and you don't have breaking changes from the cloud storage or analytics or root the 3D scanning SDK changing and your app not being ready for those changes. So that's Formed. That's how we're turning our technology into a solution as part of our mission, 3D for everyone. Scandy is still a technology company. And what's next? Well, we're thinking big, really big. We've recently just launched support in Scandy Pro for the iPad Pro 2020 that has the LiDAR sensor in it. So now we're able to scan something that is the size of your living room, your house, your yard, the city block. We actually still don't know how big this scanner can go, and we really look forward to finding out. Look out, real estate, landscaping, land surveying, interior design. We see a ton of use cases for Scandy's technology running on top of the LiDAR sensor. And we can't wait to turn that technology into a solution that you can use with Formed. And at Scandy, the future is dynamic. I'm serious, it's dynamic. We're working on doing volumetric video, which for those of you that don't know, is 3D plus time, 4 dimensions. So Hoxel, Scandy's volumetric video app for the iPhone, allows you to capture, share, and live stream all from your iPhone onto the Hoxel WebXR platform. So that means that if you have an iPhone, you can capture volumetric video and then share it to anyone in the world that has an XR-enabled device. That includes your phone. We've been using 8th Wall's WebAR technology to allow volumetric videos to play back in the web just as easily as they play back in a Quest headset. It's super cool, and I hope you have a chance to check out some of the demos that we have on Hoxel's website. We're working on some really exciting new initiatives for how volumetric video is going to enable e-commerce in new and exciting ways. But we'd really love to hear from you on how you think this technology is going to enable the next wave of e-commerce.
That was great, Colliding. Congratulations on your new solution. Just a couple
Thanks.
of quick questions. First of all, how prevalent, how ubiquitous is this type of technology? Do you think, I mean, it sounds like now that you have a solution, it's going to be perhaps easier for people to take advantage of 3D scanning. But do you see this as a mass market thing, readily available, coming soon, or are we still years away from seeing everyone using this?
So it's absolutely mass market available right now. Our 3D scanning technology has been running on the iPhone 10 since it launched in 17. And so that's a user base of well over 300 million people from what we can find in terms of the iPhone X, XS, XR, 11, 11 Pro, 11 Pro Max, the LiDAR sensor. There's, from our estimates, at a minimum 300 million devices that are capable of taking this kind of scanning right now in the market. And our applications that are in the App Store prove that out with how many people we have downloading the apps and using them every day to solve the problem that they want to be able to do using Scandy Pro.
And you talked a lot about scanning your eyes or body parts. Do you see this also as solutions for other type of retail, like say home goods, but scanning, a room or any other physical location? What are your thoughts there?
Yeah, absolutely. So we really focused on the human form for this presentation, just given the number of businesses that need customer data, but the scanning technology works quite well on many objects. So if you go on the Scandy Sketchfab page, if you go to Sketchfab and look at the Scandy Pro tag, you can see objects that are being scanned by lots of people. So you can scan a guitar, you can scan a couch, you can scan a bowl of fruit, and with the new LiDAR support, you can scan your house or much larger things. And so we really tried to focus on the body because we know the exact business use case for it. If you're looking to scan objects, it kind of opens the use cases quite broadly, and it's hard for us to really target a specific business that needs that. But the technology is there and available if a business says, I'm a purse designer. I need to be able to scan my purses so I can let people, see them in AR before they buy them. Great, the technology is there and ready to work for you already.
Great. Well, that's all we have time for. Thanks again, Cole. Great presentation.
Yep. Thank you.